discussed what is distance, what is displacement, and after that we have discussed two types of motion, that is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. After that discussion in our chapter, the topic is measuring the rate of motion. How to measure, that instrument's name we had discussed at last. The instrument is odometer, and the standard unit for measurement of distance or displacement is meter. Now the term rate, that means here we will deal with the quantity time. In our chapter, few statements are given which are very important, which needs to be understood properly. So the rest of the chapter will be quite easier for you. And today we will discuss the numericals also based on this formula. Let us read the statement. Different objects may take different time to cover a given distance. Means what? Suppose I am riding bicycle and you are moving with scooter or car. Some another person is traveling by plane. So if the same distance is given, of course I cannot go on bicycle from here to Mumbai, but by road, if you are traveling, that is by car, a train is also moving and a plane is also moving from Rajkot to Mumbai. So the distance between Rajkot to Mumbai remains the same. But if I am going through the car, or I am moving by train, or if I am moving by a plane, will the time be same though the distance remains the same? No. Your answer is correct, that different vehicles will take different time to travel the same given distance. Besides that, one more statement is given. Some move fast and some slowly. How can I decide that this is faster and this is slow? Different animals, different insects. The fastest animal, cheetah, leopard, as well as few insects are moving very slowly. Few of the students are answering me that we can say that by seeing. Seeing is not the scientific answer for measuring the rate of motion. So, technically, we have to find out the time in which the same distance is covered by different objects. It is also possible that different objects can move at the same rate. It is also possible that two friends are moving on bicycle. Both of them speed is same. Both of them are traveling the distance in same interval of time. So, to find out that who is faster, who is slower, scientifically we need the quantity, that is the time to cover the distance. So, the word comes measuring the rate of motion. The rate word is defining the presence of the quantity time. And as we are relating distance with time, we are getting a new quantity which is known as speed. So, to find out the distance travelled by the object in unit time, the quantity referred as, the word quantity I explained you in the starting of the chapter, any measurable characteristic. So distance we can measure, time we can measure, and with the help of these two quantities, we are deriving the new quantity, that is speed. So we are getting the formula speed equals to distance upon time. This formula is known as the word formula. We can have the symbolic formula also. You are supposed to remember both of the formulas. Word formula will be used to understand the concept, and in numerical, if frequently you are supposed to use the formula, then you can use the symbolical formula also. So, speed equals to distance upon time. Now what about the unit of speed? So we have discussed that standard unit of distance is meter, which is symbolized as m, and the standard unit for time is second, which is symbolized as s. So the unit which we are deriving for the speed is equals to meter upon second, which we can write as meter per second is pronounced like that, and in writing meter oblique second. Besides that, we can write it ms raised to minus 1, ms inverse 1, and this inverse means this second is in denominator. Now the question arises, the types of motion we have discussed. Do you remember which types we have discussed? We have discussed uniform and non-uniform motion. And I told you that in practical life, we are not seeing the uniform motion. It is an ideal situation. So practically we are having always non-uniform motion because we cannot travel equal intervals of time and equal distance all the time. To get the speed in that situation, I am having interval of 5 meter, then 7 meter, then 2 meter, then somewhere I am stopping. So the time for that is 0 meter for 2 seconds. Then again I am traveling 10 meter. How can I find speed in this situation if I am traveling with this non-uniform motion? So we are having the quantity which we are generally using for calculation of speed, that is average speed. And the formula for average speed is total distance travelled upon total time taken, obviously by the object. And once again we are having the same symbolical formula, V equals to S by T. To understand this, first example of our chapter, example 8.1 is given. It is given in that, suppose an object is moving 16 meter distance in 4 seconds and it travels the same distance, another same distance in 2 seconds. Find the average speed. So we are having total distance 16 plus 16 as 32 meter. Total time taken we are having 4 seconds plus 2 seconds. And as we are adding all this, so we are getting total distance as 32 meter and total time as 6 seconds. So divide 32 by 6. We are getting the answer 5.33 meter per second. Let us discuss few more numericals to understand the distance travelled and displacement of the object, which will be useful to us to understand the next two quantities, that is velocity and acceleration. Let us understand the numericals of the motion, and for that let us understand the distance and time in three different questions of our topic. See, dear friends, numericals are very easy, are very interesting. You don't need to mug up anything for the numericals if you are knowing the formulas and units. And obviously, if you are understanding the question, the things are very easier. Three different cases are given in three different examples, and simultaneously I am explaining the diagram, the distance and the time, and in next video we will do the full calculation for finding the distance and displacement as well as speed and velocity also. In our textbook, in text question on page number 100, second question is given that a farmer is moving along the sides of a square field. It means our first data, there is a square field. Each side is of 10 meter. The sides are given as 10 meter. And he completes one round on these sides in 40 seconds. That means if he starts from here, then to move from this point through this point and comes back in 40 seconds. That is known as one round has been completed. So we have to find out that after the time of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, where the farmer will be. The first exercise numerical is also similar to that, but in that the field is given as the circular ground, and it has been told that an athlete jogs on a circular field, circular ground of the diameter 200 meter. And second question of exercise is given that Joseph is doing the jogging on the straight road from point A to point B, which is covering 300 meter. Try to get the question. And for this, Joseph is taking the time 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Here for second question, the timing is same as this, that athlete is completing one round in 40 seconds. So here, to finding the position of the object, first of all we need to see the units. So over here second is okay, it is standard unit, but minute is not the standard unit. Same is the case in this, and in this also the time is given in minutes as well as second. So the first step, we have to convert all the timings into seconds. So this will be 2 minutes. 1 minute is having 60 seconds. So 2 minutes will have 120 seconds. Plus 20 seconds are given in question. So total time is equals to 120 plus 20 is equals to 140 seconds. Here also an athlete completes one round in 40 seconds and it took the total time of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So here also total time is 140 seconds. And here the total timing 2 minutes, that is 120 seconds plus 30 seconds. So the time will be 120 plus 30 is equals to 150 seconds. So in this last case, the distance is 300 meter and the time is 150 seconds. In these first two cases, where the shapes are different, so first we have to find out that if one round is completed in 40 seconds, how many rounds will be there after 140 seconds? So we are getting the answer as 140 divided by 40. So 0 cancelled, 14 by 4. 4 3s are 12. 2 is the remainder, 0.0, 3.5. So after 140 seconds, 3.5 rounds will be completed. It means if the farmer is starting from this point, say this is A, so A to B, B to C, C to D to A is one round. So 3 rounds are completed and still there is half more round is left out. So the farmer will be at this position C after 140 seconds, and in this situation we have to find out the distance and displacement. Same is the case of the athlete. Let's say he starts at this from this point. 3 rounds are completed, that means he will come to the same point A. But still half round is left, and for that from A he will reach to the point B. And in this situation we have to find out the total distance and displacement travelled by the object. First try to get this much. In next video I will explain that how to do the further calculations.
आभार।